The entire crypto market has taken a tumble, but where a price is expected to go, I'm going to explain everything in this video. I'm going to spend a maximum of 30 seconds on one particular chart on any single time frame, and we're going to power through 20 plus different charts in this video. It's very clear what I currently expect Ethereum to do at this current price point, plus it makes sense when we actually scroll out to the monthly time frame. Yes, an extended long-term time frame for Bitcoin. It does make sense why we are seeing at least a small amount of rejection in this area. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, leave a comment, tap that notification bell if you'd like to stay up to date with all of my latest YouTube videos. And make sure to check out my trading masterclass that's currently 50% off in this video description. And sign up with Bybit, the global crypto exchange where you can get up to $30,000 welcome bonus. Let's start with the longest term time frame, the monthly chart on Bitcoin, and then we'll slowly move into the shorter term time frames and go over a vast majority of different altcoins at different time frames. So you can obviously see having a really strong rejection in this area. We actually see this exponential moving average, which is one of the main things that I'm actually focused on. We've been below this exponential moving average since May of 2022. So we've basically been below the exponential moving average for over a year, nearly 1 year and a half. So what we're actually seeing is a rejection. What you actually notice is once we get a major break below the EMA, we come back to the EMA. That's known as the average price. We're now coming back to this average price area. Does make sense why we at least have seen a small amount of rejection in this area. What currently looks like is rather setting up for an extended outwards trading triangle, or we're actually in a form of a trading range right now, because you will notice this level through here was initially acting as a resistance, now acting as a support level in this area, looking for those higher prices. We scroll into the daily time frame for Ethereum. Very clear, we have a downslope on the EMA, so on this shorter term time frame, but still the daily time frame for also a longer term time frame overall, showing that the trend is still trending to the downside. We're currently moving sideways in this area, which does make a lot of sense. The reason it makes a lot of sense is we're so far away from the average price. What price is actually doing is moving sideways in this region, allowing for the average price to come up. What I do suspect is a touch of the average price and at least a small rejection off that area for at least a scalp trade. We come over and look at Dogecoin, clearly in this same trading range that I've had for multiple videos now, going back basically nearly a month. We're trading through the bottom of this trading range, trading through the top of this trading range. We recently came to the top end, and now we're having that rejection to the downside. It's clear that this EMA is basically sideways, slightly downwards trending. So it's just showing that we're in a trading range. People are scalping, they're selling high, they're buying low. The goal is to buy in the bottom 25%, sell in the top 25%, and just look for trades since we look to the left and we see trading range price action. Binance Coin's somewhat similar. You can see basically going back since that May of 2022, like we were talking about before, we've basically been in a form of a trading range for Binance. We've really failed to break above this price. You see multiple, once we came to it once, even in this area here, we failed to break through, failed to break through, failed to break through, failed to break through, then got a really strong break to the downside. And even in this area here, you can see that there is a lot of support. We initially came down, we then broke below it, but still supported in this area, supported in this area, supported in this area, and now looking to we're currently in that area again. What I am expecting is again this sideways trading range. It will also allow this exponential moving average to finally catch up, go sideways, and if we are going to turn finally into this bull market, it will allow for that uptick in the market. Litecoin was looking very similar until just a couple of weeks ago. So all the way through this area, I was actually looking, you see trading range overall, uptrending trading range overall, not breaking up above too far above these top ends, and overall not breaking too far below these bottom ends. But now we've got a really strong break below, so it's basically going to act as a bit of resistance. What I do expect is if price does able to come back to these levels in here, it will act as a bit of a resistance level to continue that trend to the downside. We do want to see the flip of the trend and the bulls finally coming in, but overall we just had that halving event for Litecoin, and we always talking about in this area that Litecoin actually has a really strong pump into the halving, and once that halving month is actually coming in, we have that really strong rejection to the downside from top to bottom down over 50% after Litecoin's halving, which just happened. Even I'm just going down through the list of all my different altcoins that I have, but all of these coins are looking extremely similar. You can see that basically we're in a form of either a downsloping triangle or even a downsloping trading range where you can slightly bring price up to here and we're still a little bit downsloping, just something like that, still downsloping to the downside, where we're using these areas through here as all as rejection points, and anytime we come down into these areas here, also using them as support points. So right here, we literally just came into that point. People are going to be looking to trade, buying in this bottom 25%, selling in this top 25%, and you look to the left, you see trading range. That's how people are trading. They set up the correct risk to reward. They know the rough probability on the trade. They put the correct risk to reward. Then they're able to plug in that into their trader's equation. They know that they have a positive expectancy on the trade. They take the trade and then they just keep doing that hundreds and hundreds of times, and they just wreak out profit in the market. Now moving over to Solana. Solana actually looks like one of the worst charts. When we actually scroll out, you can see from the top that we went, overall from $260, we're still down massive percent on Solana. This massive downslope on the exponential moving average is going to be very hard to reverse, and it makes sense while we're trying to move sideways in this area, because this slope on the EMA is taking a long time to reverse. We need it to move sideways, letting price basically move up and down, getting this EMA moving sideways, then allow it to uptick in the market and finally bringing that bull market back for Solana. But overall, if Bitcoin and Ethereum don't go up, you're not going to see all these altcoins go up. The entire crypto market usually moves as one cohesive unit. AVAX now, very similar to Solana. You can see huge downslope in the overall trend in the market. Now it looks like we're coming into a bit of a wedge. You can see we're having these converging lines, slightly converging, where supporting in these bottom areas, we're rejecting in these top areas, really coming close to the apex of the triangle, because if we extend this out a little bit, you can see we come right to the apex in the last third of the triangle. That would mean really in this area through here, which is coming later in the year, that's where I'm going to expect a massive breakout for AVAX. XRP having massive whipsaw after the SEC basically announced that there is no more lawsuit against them and they are not a security. We had a massive pump from this price level down here, massive pump over 100% to the upside, and we basically completely reverse, if not more than reverse, the overall gains, dropping 60%, and now we're currently down 45%, roughly back at the exact price from when we jumped to the upside, basically right at that price now. So we had 100% to the upside, 60% to the downside. Even from this bottom in this area here, we even had a decent little push from the bottom to the top, another 40% to the upside. So really strong scalping trades for XRP, but it was very hard to pick. The reason that this trade actually failed in this level, it would have been hard to know at the time, but you can see what it's actually scalping. A lot of people actually had stops in this level, potentially got out of their stops and then just reversed a massive amount. Let's finish off with Pepe Coin. Overall, Pepe Coin has been very boring over these last few months, had that massive upturn in the market, and then look what's been happening. Slightly down, slightly up, slightly down, slightly up, slightly down market, basically moving in a trading range where we're failing to break below these lower prices through here. We're also failing to break above these upper prices. Overall, just moving sideways. That is not a bad overall market sentiment, because once you get a massive uptrend in the market or an either trend and then you begin to move sideways in the market, you usually get a breakout in the direction of the trend. So we need the overall entire crypto market to come in here so we can finally begin the bull trend that I've been waiting and knowing that is coming for a very long time. Smash a like, subscribe, leave a comment, tap that notification bell if you'd like to stay up to date with all my latest YouTube videos, and click on the video that's on your screen right now if you'd like to continue watching my YouTube videos.